Woo!
Woo.
Recording.
Oh, I haven't pressed the thing yet. Woo.
Woo!
Woo.
Cue the intro music.
Hey. We should have recorded this last night. I'm out of it.
Yeah, no, it's fine. And then intro. We have an intro now. And we're going to do it in 3, 2. I failed basic math. Hi, I'm Sean.
Sorry. Sorry. Bro, that sounded like an AA meeting starting.
Hi, I'm an alcoholic.
Hi, I'm Sean, and I'm an alcoholic.
Yeah, well. Go on, Emily, do your stupid thing.
Wait, can we do one about each other? And I introduce
Oh.
myself as Sean and do it, and then you introduce yourself as me.
Emily, this is the first episode we have this new intro. We can't throw that into the mix yet. We have to first do ourselves, and then we can do each other.
I've already forgotten what my one was.
Okay, do you want me to like re-clap again and do it again? Hi, I'm Sean, and I failed basic maths.
Hi, I'm Emily, and I failed standard English. Welcome
to Apologetically Stupid. Was that in sync?
Woo! No.
It's all right. We got there.
We really made the attempt. That's the main thing. That's what we're trying to pull off.
Yeah, and that's our new intro, everyone.
We're trying something out.
Yeah, we're trying some structure this time.
Not much, but we're attempting it.
So yeah, each week we will say something like stupid about us, and then our names, and you'll learn something embarrassing about us each week.
And holds us accountable. You know?
Please. So Emily, hi again. Yes. Since the last time we recorded.
It's been a bit.
It's been a little bit.
We've had a hot break unintentionally.
Yes. Yeah, seasons, they've changed.
Yeah, we were going to but we should.
Yeah.
Niche
so
references.
let's explain why we weren't present for the past weeks on air.
Yeah.
To all our 4 loyal listeners.
They really do care. We've gotten some complaints about it. So like gotta stay on top of this.
Yeah,
so
love you, Mum, Liv, and Veronica.
Starting off, I got the COVID shot and that knocked me out. Gone. The first week. And then the next week, Sean got his shot and it knocked him out as well. So awful. we haven't really been vibing physically and or mentally. But we're back at it.
We're strong.
Ready, raring to go.
Exactly. And whenever Emily was free, I was working. And we had a positive COVID worker at my work.
I know, it's been crazy.
Yeah, so I had to pick up a bunch of shifts and yeah. But it's good. We're through it.
Think of the money. That's the main thing. We're all chasing the bag here.
So what are we talking about? This speaking of the last couple of weeks, we're talking about disasters.
We are. Much like our brief hiatus, we are talking about disasters.
We were inspired by our own lives.
We really were.
Especially Emily's, because that's a disaster. Disaster.
Still a public podcast, Sean. Stop explaining like that. Not a lie though.
Yeah, this week we're going to talk about disasters. Thought it'd be.
Before we get into that, Sean, how have you been?
I've been good, Miss Hood.
Yes,
Ryan, other than being sick and working, wanting to, not do either of those things.
Yeah.
We're here. We're fine.
That's the main thing. We are here. We're getting through it. Freedom Day is slowly approaching, getting a bit hot. Freedom Day. Woo.
When I first saw that they named it Freedom Day, I thought they changed the name for Australia Day. I was like, oh, they changed Australia Day. Nope.
Oh my God. I think we should now have a national holiday on Freedom Day. Celebrate it every year.
Double time.
Oh, 1000%.
I'll work.
Oh, double time and a half, if you would.
Oh, I'll work. And how have you been, Emily?
Yeah, we've been.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's adjectives right there.
Look at me go.
This is why she passed English.
Yeah. Flying colours, I might add.
Flying colours.
Yeah, no, haven't been up to much either. A lot of work. A lot of doing nothing really. Yeah, not much to say. Gotta say, this lockdown, not making for an interesting start to podcasting. What can we say?
Oh, well, we find ways. We're strong.
It's our natural charisma that takes us through.
Yes. We're forced to be here, basically.
1000%.
Yeah, 1000%. So, disasters. Let's talk disasters. Emily, do you like disasters?
I mean,
natural, non-natural, social, worldly.
I can't say I'm the biggest fan of them,
Right,
but I feel like sometimes we can kind of vibe with them, you know?
I love them. Natural disasters. I think they're so cool. They're fierce. They're fierce.
Not them killing thousands of people in Chungus, but they're cool. We love it.
No, that's sad. That's awful. But like the world, like it just.
It is kind of amazing how it can happen.
Sinkholes.
Oh, sinkholes are so trippy. I'm so scared of them.
Yeah, it's just
like they out of nowhere swallow you up. I'm like, what the
fuck? Confirmed. Sinkholes are the most flirtatious disaster. Swallowing people out. Oh, baby.
Swallow me, drip down side.
Oh God, no. But yeah, disasters. Yeah. I think they're cool. I think they're real cool.
I like how it's kind of like nature, just like punching us in the face, being like, "What the fuck are you doing on my land?" That's kind of a vibe.
Yeah, she's independent. That's what she is.
She's independent.
She is. She's very
Miss Independent.
I think they're cool.
I think they're cool. They're very scary things. They're very powerful though.
Very. Oh, they're a lot. Earthquakes. Did you know that earthquakes instigate other natural disasters such as tsunamis, avalanches, and landslides?
Damn.
And the disasters that are caused by earthquakes are more powerful than the earthquake itself and kill more people.
Literally, earthquakes are the start of it all. It's the earth being like, not vibing.
Yeah, it's a warning.
It literally is.
It's nature's siren.
It's so fucking scary though.
It's fascinating.
It is. Oh my God, I was watching like Blue Planet or something, and it showed like an avalanche on there, and it was honestly the most traumatizing thing I've ever seen. There was like seals trying to run away and they were getting squished, and I was like, no.
David Attenborough
things. And yeah, David Attenborough's just in the corner like, what a sad, sad life.
The David Attenborough impression on point.
Why, thank you.
On point, Emily.
I'm an
impression. Are getting smashed.
Sean.
Thank you.
Do it again.
No, stop. It's too much.
Replay.
The Emperor Penguins are. I can't.
Yeah, second time.
David Attenborough, like, David killing you. Oh, am I right?
Yeah.
I'll exclude myself. I'll leave.
Please do. Yep. I will hear nothing bad about David Attenborough.
Oh, and speaking of watching things happen and being near it, let's talk about the earthquakes in Melbourne.
Oh, yeah. The most recent one that just shook us all.
Yeah,
shook us. Magnitude 5.9?
It was a lot.
It was. It was really lucky that it wasn't in like the city centre that it happened. so it wasn't as bad there. So
Yeah, it was
but, like,
5.9. Oh, Emily, you were right. Look
yeah,
at you. I didn't
I
doubt you
knew
for a second.
it. Bloody
I
hell.
never doubted you.
Shut up, Sean. I know my shit.
You do. You're smarter than I give you credit for.
Thanks. Minus everything I said in the last episode.
Otherwise, you're just a dumb bitch.
Facts. It's a personality trait.
It
What can I
is.
say?
Sims. But yeah, that earthquake in Melbourne,
Oh my god.
it's a lot.
Watching like the videos that came out of that though, so funny. Australians don't know how to react to an earthquake. Full stop.
Because we do get some earthquakes, but we don't get a lot.
But because we're in the middle of the plate, we don't
Yeah.
really get that often. And it's when they do, it's barely anything.
It's New Zealand that's gonna sink.
Yeah, 100%. We'll be fine. We'll just tower over the top of them. It's fine.
Yeah, baby. My hobbits. The hobbits drowning. They can't swim. But yeah, my sister's boyfriend lives in Melbourne, and he was at work at the time. He's a trainee.
Yeah. Oh,
so gets the money.
So he was up protesting, of course.
Yeah, and he was on a ladder at the time when the earthquake hit, and he thought that, his friend, his work friend, was just shaking the ladder. But then when he got off, they ran to the elevator.
What?
They ran to the elevators. And like I guess that's what you do in that situation. Like the nearest exit right there, elevator. But no, kids don't run to an elevator.
Don't run to an elevator in an earthquake. Oh my god.
No, because it'll fall and you'll die.
No. Like I was watching someone and it was like a video and they were doing just like a home workout. And all of a sudden the whole house starts to shake and he's like, what the hell is that? And he's like, is that an earthquake? And he's like, oh. And he just sits back down and starts doing push-ups again. I was like, what the hell?
That was a good massage.
You know, just a vibe.
That like video out there of the girl doing her makeup and then the earthquake hits and she gets thrown around. We should be laughing, but it's funny. Laughing at other people's detriment. It's amazing.
I love the conspiracy theory that's going around that it was Dan Andrews' way to combat the protests. Because right before the earthquake, he said, I've got some new tactics to like dispel these protests, and then an earthquake hit. I think Dan Andrews had something to do with it.
Government. He pushed a button. Fierce.
We're all living in a conspiracy theory. Full stop.
Yeah, well, yeah.
What a vibe, what a vibe.
And this wasn't on the agenda, but I'm going to address it.
Oh.
The conspiracy theories that come out from disasters, natural or non.
Oh my god.
It's amazing.
Some of them are so detailed. I'm like, what the hell?
Oh, honestly.
What the hell?
We'll address them later.
This kind of doesn't have anything to do with it, but now we're on the topic of conspiracy theories.
No, go on.
There's like the whole one of like how the pyramids were built. Have you heard that one?
No.
So apparently they think it was like aliens that built the pyramids or something because like all the coordinates lined up exactly to like the speed of light and shit. And like they were like, it's physically impossible for people to have built these towers.
Stonehenge.
They couldn't carry them. Oh, Stonehenge.
Stonehenge.
What the hell is that?
How cool though. Easter Island.
Like we just don't know how these things happen because they happened so long ago. Which is also durability. Go off them. If people did make them. They're all the aliens. Good on them.
Yeah. A natural disaster wouldn't tear them down.
No, they're still there. What the hell?
They're still there. They're still standing tall. Natural disasters ain't it for them.
Shit has like been interfered with them and they're still like, I'm here. Like that's crazy.
Do you have a favorite natural disaster? One you see and you're like, oh, that's cool. I hate to say it. Hate to watch these people die, but that's ooh.
I mean, like, I've always gotta love cute little tornado moment. I think that's kind of cool.
Yeah. Oh, that
Oz vibes.
Cool and like, hot wind.
Stop. I'm like, look at me go. Calm down.
It's basically wind. It's wind having sex and it's just climaxing.
I mean, you're not wrong.
No, that's
I hate the analogy, but you're not wrong.
And did you know that tornadoes can whip up a wind reaching just above 300 miles per hour? That's double the speed of a hurricane.
That's fucking so
And
scary.
listeners, these facts coming off the top of my head, I don't have them written down anywhere.
I'm gonna tell you right now, that's the biggest lie I've ever heard. One literally said it in miles. We use kilometers. Anyway.
Shit. God damn it. But yeah, tornadoes,
Iconic.
funky. They're funky fresh.
I'm like,
Tsunamis,
terrifying.
but so cool.
I
Terrifying.
mean, like, if it's somewhere that's not populated, it's kind of amazing to watch. The fact that thousands of people die, terrifying.
The fact that like everywhere's populated.
Yeah, but like if you like watch it on like a deserted island or something, I'm sure it would look so cool because it would just flatten everything as it goes past.
Ugh. They get so high.
I know. They're just like
It's
attacking
insane.
everything. And for what?
And for what?
And for what?
And for what?
Like,
These are the
mate.
questions. These are the questions we ask, and the government have to answer.
Literally.
Why'd you plan
It's
this?
a tiny ripple in the ocean that goes, you know what? I'm gonna keep growing until I smash everything in my sight. And that is terrifying to me.
Dude, I relate.
Mm.
I relate.
Sean's a tsunami, everyone run.
Tsunami and tornadoes, I get them. I'm with them. Everything's driven by something. And we know what that drive is. Is there an is there a disaster you think you'd survive?
I feel like just because they happen quite a bit in Australia, I think I'd survive a flood.
Like a flash flood.
Like a flash flood. Like we've been through some smaller ones before. I feel like that one you kind of can almost prepare for a bit as well. Like a tsunami just comes out of nowhere. You've got the rain before. No. Tsunami, you're dead in 3 seconds.
Yeah, but you'd watch it come like, well, fuck me.
Like, if you want to try and swim away from it, no.
No, you run towards it already swimming. You're like, come get me, bitch.
Try me, bitch.
Try me. Okay. I think I would survive an earthquake, but not what comes after.
Yeah.
I'd survive the initial rumble tumble.
Yeah.
But not if it was a big one, I wouldn't what comes after.
No.
And in Australia, there's not much that comes after.
Yeah, they're pretty fair. Calm. I think there was only like 3 aftershocks after the Melbourne one. And like that was pretty chill. Who knows? I just don't like how unexpected earthquakes are. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, yeah.
Like, you can't prepare for it. It's kind of hit you unless you did.
I guess that's like kind of every natural disaster.
Yeah.
Like flash flooding, I understand that there's like a little bit of a it's coming, we have to go, but it's still not enough time to like.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like there's people going onto their roofs.
But like there's enough time that you can leave if you think it's gonna get that bad. You know what I mean? Same with like bushfires. But that is traumatizing.
Bushfires, no. Bushfires, I think you can run away from, but it would. Oh, when we had those huge bushfires here in Australia at the beginning of last year.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like we weren't close to the fires, but like we had friends that lived near some.
Yeah. We were close enough that it affected people around us.
Yeah, but not severely. No way near those people that lived there. But one day it's like school, like the sky was orange and red and there was smoke everywhere. It was insane. It was during math and that's why I failed.
Oh, I was on work placement that week at a childcare centre. And so like, well, the kids couldn't go outside because there was so much smoke in the air and everything. Like they wouldn't let them outside. And then I wasn't allowed outside because I found out I had asthma. And I was like, mate.
This ain't it. Our math teacher, Mr. Kosh, our math teacher legit took the class for a walk. He's like, we need a break, don't we? So he's like, let's go.
We stand Mr. Kosh. And he's fish. We stand.
He's fish, yeah. We are for our leaving present, we got him a fish.
Sean acts like he was in the class. You failed.
Hey, okay, I left because I was failing terribly. But Mr. Kosh and I still had a bond.
Yeah, true. We got him a fish for our goodbye present. And he was just kind of like, Thanks for the fish, I guess.
Yeah, we'll see that was a kind of disaster.
Oh, it kind of was, but also
It was a
kind of
disaster waiting to happen.
it was kind of a vibe because we got out of the last 2 lessons of our math class, which also meant we
Right
never
before the
technically
HSC.
yeah, we never actually technically finished the topic. And that's the reason I didn't get a band 6 in math. I was 2 marks off. And that's the reason.
Wow.
We didn't actually finish the topic. That's what I'm sticking to.
That's a shame.
That's on Kosh.
Oh, Emily. Emily.
No, I've never. I love Koshi.
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 Yeah, but no, disasters, I think I'd survive the earthquake, and that's about it. Flash floods, like in Queensland, there's so many stories. There's one story of these 2 like siblings were on the roof and the rest of the family, I think, had died.
Oh no.
And the helicopter guy came down and the older brother was like, take my younger brother, like please just take him. And then they got up and they looked down and the older brother was like washed away.
Oh my god, that's actually so heartbreaking.
Like it's awful.
Yeah.
But watching from afar, they're so cool.
I was about to say, that got really sad for a moment there.
Let's lighten this up.
Lighten up.
Fires,
So-
I couldn't do fire. That's the one way I'm not
Oh,
dying.
absolutely not. That is
can't-
terrifying how quick they spread.
No, I
Yeah,
can't
like,
handle the
you
heat.
don't anything to reach.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
As
you're
what-
sweating too much anyway, Sean.
yeah.
You could put out a fire, actually.
Yeah, I'll just like wring my arm
Yeah.
like a rag, and I'm like, oh, there you go. There it
Yeah.
is.
Sean's a firefighter now, we've decided.
Yeah, I'm coming out of the fire like Katniss Everdeen. this girl is on fireplace.
Hell yeah. Alicia Keys tease.
Pardon?
I said Alicia Keys tease, go on fire.
I know.
Hmm.
Santana Lopez. Glee.
Glee reference, niche reference, Sean.
Doo-doo-da.
Anyway. So,
Yes.
what is your favorite like natural disaster like movies and stuff? Because I feel like they're like depicted differently, and I'm kind
Yeah,
of like
Hollywood loves to get some disasters, natural, non-natural,
yeah,
to like profit from it.
yeah, kind of.
But
What
some
are your opinions on it?
it's for my entertainment, and as I said, they're cool to watch. So
Yeah,
I don't really mind. And the movie The Impossible, it's you haven't seen it because you're an uneducated white
I
girl.
haven't seen it. I'm not a big fan of like natural disaster movies and stuff. I think they're good in some ways in the fact that like they kind of bring more attention to the things that have happened. I think that's kind of cool. And
Yeah,
like,
they tell stories.
but I feel like I'm just kind of like, no, I'm already traumatized enough. By
And he's like, no. I mean, I wasn't there to experience it, but I'm traumatized by it.
I'm traumatized by real life stories. Like hearing like,
Right? Yeah. Okay.
dramatic ones, I'm like, I'm literally never stepping foot out of my house ever again.
Right. Well, The Impossible. If you haven't seen it, watch it. It's.
I haven't seen it. Would you like to?
They all
So the-
survived.
what
The whole
is it?
family survived. They got split up,
Oh, gee.
but they lived.
So what's it about?
So this family, I think they go to Hawaii. Maybe not Hawaii. But a tsunami happens, and they're all like at the beach, separated. And it happens so quickly that like they can't get back together because they're at the beach. And like, so the
Not the
mum.
tsunami.
The thing I remember most is like
Yeah.
the 2 boys climbed the trees when the tsunami came. Like the 2 young boys.
Oh my god.
So they got very lucky because they went on a tree that stayed standing.
I was gonna say
And didn't
they would've
fall.
got- That would have
Yeah.
been more traumatizing.
The dad, he was just like thrown around in the water, but he didn't go far, and he just like didn't stay at the beach. But like the 2 little boys found him after they came down.
Okay, yeah.
And then the 2 big things are the mum and the older son got like
Yeah.
swept away, but the mum only survived because her book was really windy because tsunamis, wind,
Oh,
moon,
God.
all that stuff.
Not the book.
Um,
That's the most traumatizing.
Not the
bit.
book. Like I think a page flew out and like went up against a glass wall. This is on the movie. I don't know if this happened in real life, but like the impact was like stopped Like she was like kind of up against the glass window.
Yeah.
So like there was like something to like stop her for like a little bit, so she didn't just get like crashed through.
Oh my
It
god.
was like that. Like the
Okay.
less momentum, I think. So she
Yeah,
only
it's
survived, I think, because of that.
That is actually so traumatizing. Like,
Oh, so it's
I have so much force
so
in
fun
them.
to watch.
Like, yeah. No, the most natural disaster movie I've ever watched is very realistic, and like I'm just really scared of it, and I think it's gonna happen. And that is
Okay, what is
Sharknado.
it? Oh no!
That is the closest thing I've watched to a natural disaster movie,
Look,
and see, that's why I'm traumatized.
Sharknado, fierce.
Like, I'm sorry.
Just get a chainsaw and you'll be good.
True. I mean,
True.
apparently they're readily available at a beach.
Yeah. And I hate to get that at a beach. A lumberjack just at a beach. Oh, but
You know, they're vibing.
they're vibing, surfing. No, but I'm gonna say it. It's not
Yeah.
100% impossible.
It's not.
I'm gonna say
Did you-
98% impossible, but not 100.
Well, it's kind of not because like many fishes get swept up during tornadoes and stuff, and that's how many fishes get located to different like lakes and stuff.
Yeah, but they're light. They're small.
That's what I'm saying. Like it's not impossible. If the tornado
but-
was big enough, it could hold on.
If it came from the ocean, like deep in the ocean, but that's impossible.
Not impossible. Highly unlikely. Not impossible.
Impossible for wind to get in the ocean. Like under, like I'm doing like the sea dance, like the Hawaii dance.
What the heck?
Yeah.
Tornado?
Sharks are too heavy. They're too fat.
But I'm saying if there was enough force, it could be possible. Very unlikely, but it could be. Tornadoes start in the ocean, don't they? That's literally how it started.
But I think they're too fat. But Sharknado, 6 movies and 1 behind the scenes movie.
Iconic.
That's a franchise about disasters if I've ever seen
That's
one.
traumatizing. I would just, if I survived to 6 shark tornadoes, I'd be invincible though.
Yeah, you're
at
like,
that point.
I stopped a shark tornado in America. I went back in time and stopped a shark tornado.
Yeah.
I went to
Like-
the future, stopped a shark tornado. I had 2 girlfriends while stopping a shark tornado.
Like traumatizing. Imagine being that much of a bitch though. You know what I mean?
Like living through it all.
Girl bossing that hard. You know what I mean?
Girl bossing. That stubborn that you'll get through it.
A bitch.
Let's
And then
talk.
it's
Let's
my
talk
toe
about,
and complain.
yeah. Oh, my nail. That'd be
Oh my
you.
god. Stop, don't talk about my nails right now.
We would cut the
We got
shot.
to October 11th, okay?
Freedom Day.
Freedom Day, I'm going to get my nails done. Thank God.
Yeah, I'll get a haircut. I need it.
Oh my god. I'm already
This
booked
is a
in for
disaster.
Anyway, literally.
We're a
it is.
disaster.
We are. It's traumatizing. Thank God this is an audio podcast. Or pull it
Exactly.
quick. We're done.
We are filming our faces, but
me
you can't
and Dawn
see.
can see each other right now. And I'm going to tell
That's
you,
the worst.
you're not missing out on anything.
It's a bad look.
It's not a vibe right now.
Disasters. There's more than natural. Dystopian disasters. People disasters.
The
You know,
Zales.
We have Divergent. We have Hunger Games. We have Maze Runner. We have high school teen drama disasters.
We do.
We do. Do you think you survive Hunger Games? You think you live?
I feel like no, but
Right.
but I just my whole goal would to not be that bad. I don't want to be that bitch.
no.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's gonna be filmed as
I'm
a
gonna tell you
reality
right
TV
now.
show. And you'll go in and I'm like, I came here with 3 things on my mind. I'm not dying first. I'm gonna kill
Okay.
someone, and I'm gonna look goddamn good doing it.
Or I'm not gonna kill anyone at all. Like there's no in between. If I look
Yeah.
shit while killing someone, kill myself.
Yeah. It's like, Big Brother, you've been eliminated.
Literally. I'd be like, you know what? Terminate. See you later.
Elimination is death.
Literally.
We have the luck of getting picked first for Hunger Games. They'd
once
pick us. They'd watch us
They-
go through it. Then they'd cancel it.
facts. One season.
Yeah, I'll be like swinging a sword, like.
You know.
Stabby stab stab.
But also, I could see myself like accidentally winning because I don't want to win the Hunger Games whatsoever. I would never want that kind of pressure. But
And we would
I could
trip and push someone off like a cliff.
literally, or I'd just be like Loki lost in the woods and just not be able to find my way out, and then somehow get lost. Everyone else has killed each other. I'd be like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I'm used to not eating for my diet, so I can get through this.
Oh my god, I'd come out so skinny though.
Yeah. Ooh, I come here with 4 things on my mind. Number 4, losing weight.
What about you, Sean? How do you think you go in the Hunger Games?
I don't know. Like, I don't know.
We're not Hunger Games type people, are we?
No,
We'll say that.
Although once at camp, you
Oh.
know this story, but these people don't. We did archery, and I was going all right. I wasn't missing the whole time, and then like my team was losing, and I was on a team with one of our teachers, and he was like, "Sean, you've got this. Just do it." And I looked away, looked at him, and as a joke, I was like, "Sir, I can't do it. Let go." And it bullseye, right in the middle bullseye. Whilst I wasn't looking.
Sean!
It was so good. It felt amazing.
In the Olympics.
Oh, it felt so good.
Oh my god.
I know. I was.
Everyone.
It's been downhill from there. That was the peak.
Sean, I've seen you since then, and yeah, I can tell you it's definitely been downhill from there.
Yeah, exactly. That wasn't a disaster. That was a success.
That was an all-time success. Look at you go.
Thank you.
Bloody hell. I did archery and I failed quite badly, if I remember correctly. I think I hit the target twice in the whole thing. So,
what would be your weapon of choice? Like any weapon. Old, new, stupid, dumb, smart, not smart. I said dumb like 3 different times. My weapon of choice
would just be annoying people until they left me alone. I think I'm pretty good at it. I've had a bit of practice now.
Just talking to them till they committed suicide.
Literally. Or they do just like, you know what? I'm going to leave you alone. I'll see you at the end.
They're like,
you're a target. I'll kill you right at the final 2. You know what I mean?
This bitch's nasally, little, chirpy voice. I'm going to throw myself from a tree.
Facts.
I'm going to climb that tree and jump.
I'll be like, why is this bitch quoting Taylor Swift every second word?
Yeah.
Oh my god, just
look
sing it though.
at what you made me do. That's what you'd be doing while.
I'd be like, guys, wait, I'm having my dance break right now.
Oh, yeah, my head would. My weapon of choice would be a bow and arrow, because I just like the idea of them. They're just so cool.
I'm going to say, as we've discussed your downhill slope in archery, I don't think it's going to be that effective. I think I'm going to beat you. Full stop.
But having, I just dropped something. But archery is such a skill. Also, whilst I'm talking, I'm now realizing that we have diverted so far from our disaster talk.
Hey, us in the Hunger Games would be a disaster. Moving on.
An entertaining disaster. A reality TV show disaster.
Oh my god, I'm so up for it.
But there are
the idea.
Hollywood. That's what we're on. That's the subheading we're at. Hollywood. They profit from disasters.
We're backpedaling, guys.
We're back. We're getting there. And
we're getting there. And we've arrived back here.
Yeah, we're back on topic. A's around. Have you seen the new 9/11 documentary on Netflix?
I haven't seen it yet. No.
It's it's good, but it's awful. It's good but awful.
Ooh. Yeah.
Like
9/11, I don't think you can make a good movie about 9/11 because it's absolutely
you can't make a movie. That'd be so insensitive. Like fictionalizing it and like it'd be like glorifying it almost.
Kind of. Like
Hollywood.
Yeah,
Like
if
you're
they,
adding a Hollywood lens to it, and that's not it.
yeah, I think we shouldn't forget that those were real people and that was a real story, and it was absolutely traumatizing, and it shook everyone, and it changed the world.
It changed the world.
Yeah,
And we know, whilst I was watching it, we know so little
yeah,
because we were born the year after it happened.
yeah.
That like I don't know, it was talked about, but it was never like
We didn't get
shown
any
like
great
everything that
detail.
happened. Like, did
Yeah,
you know there was another plane going to the White House
yeah.
and the
The Pentagon.
passengers took it down?
Yeah,
How?
I did it because I almost did my drama piece on a 9/11 story, so I had a bit more research. But I think it's so strange that we don't learn anything about this in school. Like,
In America, I'm sure it would be.
I'm sure they do, but I
Yeah.
feel like it should be taught around the world because, like, all those people, like,
It changed the
it
world.
needs to be shared. It does.
Like
It changes how like everyone sees different things, and like it's made everyone more on edge for sure.
yeah,
Because
and
like,
yes, and dare I say, like the '90s. I could be so wrong, but like
yeah, but like on a preference, we don't know much. Like,
so I'm sorry if I'm stupid.
stupid. Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
So like we're not gonna say take everything with a grain of salt that we're saying, you know, we're
Yeah.
not experts.
You came here to listen to our opinions on your own volition. This is your doing,
Yeah.
not mine.
With that disclaimer out there, Sean, continue.
Like the '90s and the '80s was all black power and gay power and equality and disco. Like
Yeah, kind of.
disco, and there was like a bunch of women rights movements, equality
Yeah.
movements, and then 9/11 happened, and the way that the whites viewed Israelis and
Yeah.
Muslim people hated all of them.
I know, and that's so unfair, I think.
Like anyone who looked like they came from a country of possible threat,
Yeah.
it changed things.
It took society about 8 steps backwards in
Yeah,
the current position.
yeah, and everyone who like watched it happen, like mum still remembers like what she was doing, like when
So
it
does
came
my
on the
mum.
news.
She was in hospital because it was after she gave birth to my brother, pretty much, like a few months after, and she was in hospital for surgery, and she'd just woken up from like the anesthetic, and they're like, "Oh, like how are you going?" And she's like, "Oh yeah, I'm doing okay." And they're like, "You won't be once you turn on the news."
Oh.
And she could just see this plane flying into a building, and she thought she was still like kind of off her head, and like because that is so scary and like so unexpected for that time because like terrorism
it twists your stomach.
Yeah, that was like the first proper terrorist attack, and like
Not like the first proper, but it was like
the first
huge,
like proper like international one. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that like changed the.
Yeah.
It was insane. My mum was in bed and got woken up by my older brother. He was getting ready for school, and he woke her up and he's like, "Mum, like you should come downstairs. Like you need to see this." And then they just sat there watching it, crying.
Yeah, it's insane.
Speaking of that, there are disasters other than natural and man-made.
Yes.
Like Princess Diana, that was a disaster.
Whoa, going off the script again, but
I know, but it just came to me. And this is another example of Hollywood using that disaster.
I know.
You see, they're making another movie with Kristen Stewart playing Diana.
Oh, Kristen Stewart.
Hold on tight, Spider Monkey. That baseball scene, iconic. That was a disaster.
Tell me about it.
Oh my god! But like even that, I got thinking of that because like my mum and my nan has even spoken about remembering the day that has happened.
Yeah.
Like what they were doing. They were watching it crying.
Yeah.
Or
there are certain things you just always remember exactly where you were when it happened. And Princess Diana was one of those as well.
Yeah, when Emily and I became friends, I was like, oh no. Oh no.
No, you weren't. We were both very depressed sitting down.
No.
Don't lie to me, Sean.
Oh no. No. I should have played soccer that day. I knew it.
Same.
Oh my god.
Why did we decide to sit out?
Because we're both fat bitches who just wanted food from the canteen.
No, don't expect us stuff like that.
It has to be done.
And we apologize, guys.
The mistakes of the past must be reprimanded. Healed. But yeah, Hollywood. Disasters.
Hollywood and disasters. I mean, like, to an extent, like, I understand it, but like, kind of like a money grab.
I think, I don't know, I'm torn because like The Impossible, it was so well done and so good, and it humanized it.
That's what I do like about them.
Like 9/11 has been so humanized and like which is good. Like it's a thing that everyone's affected by.
Like documentaries and even like books and like some movies and stuff that do it really well. And they really make, especially for us who like weren't there when it actually happened, like we were literally non-existent. It was really good to like be put in that mindset. Like I was there and I was like, oh my God, I couldn't imagine it. And I think that was really had a profound effect in like how I moved forward with understanding the story and hearing everything else. But like, I don't know.
And yeah, I'm with you. Because when it comes to like the Diana stuff, half of me is like, oh, it's so good that they show her as like this loving woman and like they really get talking about it. And the other half's like, just leave her alone.
Yeah.
Just let her be.
We've been through this, yeah.
Like the amount of documentaries that's on like Channel 7 about Diana in the past few months, there have been at least 8.
Not talk about Channel 7 in their royal documentaries.
It's insane. No, but leave her alone. Let her rest.
Yeah. And like, especially with that one, because the media was so heavily involved in her death and like the lead up to it, I'm like, you can't even leave her alone in her grave. No. Like, learn your lesson.
I hate to say it, but she's gone.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not the time.
It felt like it. It did. So what else is there, Emily? Social disasters. Have you ever been, other than when we became friends, a social interaction where you're like, this is a disaster?
I'm sure there's been plenty. And I'm sure it was me that caused it. But nothing that stands out off the top of my head. Do you have any?
I have one. Yeah. You were there for it.
I'll think about it. Ooh.
Okay. So Emily, myself, and another friend that we've known forever went to the movies to see Black Panther. Yep. Which, by the way, not a disaster. That movie was great. But the evening itself was just so awkward. And like you could taste the hatred.
The first bit of this as I felt fine.
Yeah, it was fine.
That was fine. It was only Sean and our other friend that felt uncomfy. So I was vibing. Continue, Sean.
We could taste the awkwardness. It was just reeking out of your ass. We're like, oh. That's what it was. Anyway, so we got food and my fat ass got a Zinger burger.
Oh my God.
And
this is the most traumatizing thing that's ever happened to me.
I'm such a bad eater. I'm awful. And I was eating it and I started like chicken.
I'm gonna give a little background to this. Our friend is notoriously a weird eater. And so Sean said to her, and she was like eating a burger.
That's
and she
right.
took a weird bite. Yeah. And he goes, what the hell was that? Just eat the burger. And then goes,
I was just trying to make it less awkward, less of a disaster. I was like, let's be funny.
And then what did you do, Sean?
I took a bite of the burger and the chicken was so stringy. It just didn't end. So I kept going. I kept going.
You deep-throated a chicken fillet is what you did.
kept going forward and kept trying to bite it, like cut it off with my teeth, but it
It
didn't
was
happen.
the most disgusting thing I've ever seen. He swallowed this chicken fillet
I
in
kept
one
swallowing it. Just kept going.
bite. One bite. It was absolutely disgusting. And
Yeah,
the most
well,
traumatizing experience of my life, honestly.
that was a disaster.
That was. I thought you were going to say the time that we went to the movies and I had my baby for EEC.
Oh!
Yeah. So I was doing an exploring early childhood class, and so I had to take home one of like the crying baby machines.
Basically, she
And
just
so-
took home like another version of herself.
Don't need that. Anyway, continue. I got 100%. I was the only one in my class who got 100% on that task. So fuck you,
Because
Sean.
you live with yourself. You know what you like. You can handle it.
Yeah. I know what I want. Anyway. So we decided to go out to the movies, and I had to take this doll with me. And I was traumatized the whole time that it was going to cry, but luckily it didn't in the movies. I was like, thank God. But we went and got dinner afterwards, and we went to, where did we go?
Guzman Gomez, Mexican.
Yeah, so we went to Guzman and Gomez Mexican. I'm holding this literal like carry-on stroller thing. It's traumatizing. And then we went down, and some Latin dancers came and were just like dancing in the front of the shop.
Oh, let's clarify that they dressed like dancers, like Latin dancers. She was in a bikini, a bedazzled bikini, and he was in a low cut V chest suit thing.
And they're just dancing out the front of this Guzman and Gomez, and we're just trying to get nachos.
Emily, not out front. They were in it. They were in the store. The customers were eating their nachos, and they saw some mints flying around.
It was the weirdest thing. So we're just trying to awkwardly wait. And
you get our food.
They've decided now we're doing audience participation.
No.
And so they start to drag us up to go dance with them. And then as I do it, I grab my baby and I'm holding like this thing. And so they come up to me and they've tried to like drag me to it. And I was like, oh no, so sorry. And I pretended like it was a real baby. And so what they did was instead they grabbed the two most uncoordinated people I've ever seen. So they grabbed Sean and our other friend and made them try and do Latin dancing together.
They made us try and be sexy to each other.
Yeah,
and
so like,
I had just met this woman that he made me dance with. This friend,
with this, friend for like literally
a month. Not
even. It was our first like proper outing together.
And he made me stand like a superhero and made her go down my body, like oh, and then go back up like oh, and then he made me put my leg in between her leg and thrust. That's what he made us do. And then he came up to me and was like, sexier. It'd be sexier. Anyway.
These two had absolutely zero coordination as well. It was so awkward. It was the funniest thing I've ever seen. And then I'm just getting these weird looks because I'm holding a baby. Our other friend was, I think, almost reading a book in the corner. It was the weirdest night.
Disaster.
A disaster, if you would.
A disaster.
Bloody hell.
Bloody hell. And we haven't addressed Emily's life, but hey, we can use a whole other episode to talk about that disaster of life.
Oh, I'm scared what's coming out of your mouth next.
I think we've covered it.
Yeah.
Disasters. Do you think we've covered it? Disasters.
So. Yeah.
I think so.
I mean, there's plenty more, but
oh yeah, we haven't covered every thing.
Yeah, I think we've had enough.
Pompeii, Titanic.
Stop it. Pompeii is traumatizing. Anyway.
Sharknado, we covered that, but that's a whole other episode. Baby.
I mean, you just need a chainsaw, is what we've discovered, and you'll be fine.
Exactly. I agree.
And then you'll be the baddest bitch around.
So this is us going to sign off, and oh shit, Emily.
Wait, what?
We have a new segment.
Oh my god.
We have a new segment.
We forgot our segment. So we took to our Twitters to ask our fans and all of our followers what natural disaster they would survive.
Yes, and before we continue, I want to introduce it.
Yep.
Oh, well, I guess this is me introducing it. So,
Yeah.
welcome to our new segment, The People Protest. I'll put some music or some sound effects there to make it like a real segment.
Yeah, we might clean that up a bit. If
Something
not,
like that.
we'll clean it up for next week.
Yeah, it'll be clean. So what
Yeah.
Emily said, she's right. We took to our Twitters. I'm not going to repeat it.
We took to our Twitters and we put out a poll and we asked the question.
Public polls.
Yeah.
Let's
We
get
asked the
that
question,
clear.
what natural disaster do you think you could survive? And the majority of people actually put in earthquake. So they agreed with you, Sean.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. They didn't
We
agree
had-
with Emily.
But we
Yeah,
did
the
have zero.
options.
Yeah, so there was a list of options, and earthquake came up as the number one option of things that people could survive. However,
The other,
no one said that they could survive a tsunami or a tornado, which I do find
understandable.
Tsunami, I understand. Tornado, I thought at least somebody would vote tornado. You know?
But it's visually so intense.
I could survive it. I'd be traumatized, but I think I could survive it.
Yeah, all the plastic in your body would just weigh you down.
Oh my
Or the
God.
fake.
My gosh. Oh my God.
And let's check our egos because we put these polls out publicly, and we've only had 3 people respond to
Sean?
like overall. We both had a poll, and only 3 people overall responded. 2 on mine, 1 on hers, and I was the 1 on hers.
Hey, Sean? Don't need to out us like that.
I have to.
I chose my words carefully, mate.
So 80% me and 1 other person voted earthquakes, and 20% Emily voted flash floods.
Yeah.
And that's on the people protest. They've made their protest clear. They know what they want.
Sean. We and 1 other person did.
Yeah, we are protesting our rights to survive earthquakes.
Yeah, so we will see if we get more to see if this segment can continue.
I
try
closed
to-
mine.
No,
My poll.
I'm with a different topic.
Oh, right. Okay.
We'll see if we can get some more people, make this segment like a weekly thing with the topic we're discussing. If not, we tried.
Yeah, we thought that it was about time to have segments and
audience
proper
participation.
intros and outros and so
We're
that
trying. We're getting there
we
slowly.
are. Yes.
We are.
And that's the people protest.
That is the people protest. We'll
Music,
see.
music.
Yeah, so next time we'll try and see if we can get some more people to vote. Anyway.
Well, we actually do have a way of closing our show now.
We do.
Yes, we do. And should I explain how we do it? Should we just do it?
Let's just do it.
Okay, well, we're sorry that we're stupid. And hey, Emily, if you had to choose between eating tacos every day or being skinny for life, would you choose hard or soft tacos?
Why not both?
Queen.
Why not both, I say?
And this is why she's here. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been
This was
apologetically
apologetic.
stupid. Yeah. And, and we're sorry.
We are so sorry about this episode and everything. If anything was factually incorrect, no, it wasn't. Check yourself.
Yeah. On you.
It's on you.
It's on you.
We didn't say it was factually correct. It's a personal interpretation of the facts. Anyway.
And that's been apologetically stupid. We hope you enjoyed this episode. There'll be another one out soon because we're sorry for being late, so we're going to keep them coming.
We're gonna keep them coming. They're gonna come out.
relax yourself.
No,
We're
please
going
don't.
in.
No,
We're
it's our
going in.
podcast. We're not doing that.
Going in.
No.